Okay, so I've had two conversations with two different people on Facebook in the last week asking the same question. So I thought it might be good to just quickly, create a video on this topic. So the question has been, how do I draw better hair when I'm drawing a portrait? So this is actually a rather simple approach in my opinion, and please, everything that I do in any of these videos is just my opinion. There are multiple ways to be successful as an artist, and there are a number of different techniques and different approaches to all of these different things. So uh, just take whatever I say as an opinion and not as a matter of fact or authority. But in my opinion, most people approach hair in a strange way. What they first do is they try to actually draw all of the different strands of hair and create the kind of shape of the hair on their subject, and they end up feeling like it's not quite cutting it right. So if I were to draw a couple of locks of hair like this, you end up with this kind of interesting, really separated, stringy kind of look. Not exactly what you want. So the better way to do it is actually draw masses of hair and then indicate that it's hair using highlights. So let me show you what I mean. I'm drawing digitally, obviously, so I have to make my brush or my pencil a little bit larger here. You would use your pencil turned on its side to create a broader tip as you draw. So what I would typically do is, if I'm trying to draw a few locks of hair, is I would actually draw a large mass of hair like this, right? And you might have hair that tucks up underneath it like here. So I would draw masses of hair like that. Then I am either going to use my eraser or I'm going to use a white or a gray pencil, and I am going to create the indication, and I am just going to make that just a touch smaller and a touch lighter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to indicate that there are hairs taking place in here. Right? I'll create the highlight areas and allow those highlights to tell the story. Hair is generally very shiny if it's clean and healthy, so it will create these big areas of nice shiny hair and nice highlights across that hair. And you might come in here and put a few highlights in here. And I will typically get a really small brush and come in and create, and I might want to turn up my opacity for this, but I'll come in and create some really sharp highlighted areas. Right? And then hair has these kind of flyaway qualities. So I'm going to switch back to my black, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of create some of those flyaway hairs that kind of happen naturally, right? darken in a few areas, connect a few areas. Switch back to my gray color here, or my white pencil, and I'm just gonna create a little bit of an indication of some hairs that aren't exactly following the plan. So there you have it. That's the basic technique for creating a really nice looking hair texture. Right, so again, I'm not drawing every single hair. Like over here, I wouldn't be drawing every single little hair to try to create this look. I start with that big dark mass, this big dark line here, and then I come back and I indicate where the hairs are by creating the highlights in that space. Alright, so for those of you that actually asked me the question, I hope you find this helpful. I hope this technique of drawing the hair will help you create a more realistic look in your hair. And if you still have questions, feel free to reach out to me, ask me whatever questions you have. I'll either, I'll help explain it, or I can make another video like this to kind of show it to you. I'm happy to help out in any way. Thanks.